Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Jayco Jayflight SLX264BH. I'm here to walk you around the unit, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. Our hitch man will go over unhooking your hitch. A couple things I want you to take into consideration. Don't have slides to worry about, but you do want to know where your water and electricity hookups are. They're going to be on your off camp or your driver's side of your unit, just above the tires here. So park accordingly so that you can better utilize the facilities at the campsite. After you unhook your hitch, first thing you're going to do is stabilize your unit, level your unit. Now your unit does come with a power tongue jack, docking light, raise or lower, and should you not have power, there's a hole here and a jack that comes along with your unit to manually lift or lower your unit. And I recommend getting a level and putting it inside your door. Your door is about the middle of your unit, or get a stick on. You'll notice the difference in a couple inches when you're camping, if something's level or not. And once we got our unit level, next thing we do is stabilize our unit. Now on all four corners of your unit are stabilizing jacks. Remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. Get your unit level first. Hand crank comes with your unit. Crank these down. In a matter of minutes, they'll be down. Now, I do recommend jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer. Keeps your unit from sinking into the ground. Pick up some stabilizing jack pads from our store. You do have a 10% off coupon to use. And then just bring these down taut. Remember, you're just stabilizing the unit. Once the unit feels like it's starting to lift, you're going to stop. You can get an impact driver or a drill gun with 3/4 inch socket on the end and run these down in a matter of seconds. However, using any power, be careful when you get down to the bottom. I want to hand crank there because you just want it to be taut. Again, you don't want to lift your unit. Got all four stabilizing jacks down. Got our unit level and stable. Next thing we're going to do is hook up our water and electricity. Coming over to your off camp side, your 30 amp service is conveniently stored in here. Pull that out, quite a long cord inside there. And there's your 30 amp service. Now should you ever need to hook up to 110, in your convenience pack will be this amperage reducer from 110 or from 30 amp to 110. Simply put that on the end there and plug it in. Got our electricity hooked up. Now let's hook up our water. To the left of your power is your city water connect. First and foremost, we are going to hook up our water pressure regulator. Put that onto the hose anytime you're putting water into the unit. It's going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Hook up your water pressure regulator, nice and taut. Hook up your hose, but don't turn your water on yet. You're going to come over to your campsite and we're going to find your hot water heater. Toward the rear of the unit here. Open up your hot water heater and just make sure your drain plug's back in. Simply put it back inside here. You may have left it out the last time you were camping and you drained your hot water heater. So make sure your plug is in. Once it is, you can turn your hose on. When your hose has been on for a little while, we're going to pull on this pressure release valve. Pull up on that, it's going to let air out, and eventually water will come out of here. Once water's flowing good out of there, Then you know your hot water heater is full and you can light it from indoors. Now should you be camping and you don't have city water, you're going to use potable water. Coming to the front of your off campsite is your potable water tank. Simply open this, fill your potable water tank. However, do the same thing on your hot water heater, burp it or let the air out of it. You can light it from indoors. However, when using potable water is when we're going to want to turn on our water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when using city water. It's unnecessary. It's already pressurized. Your water pump's going to pressurize this potable water. We got our water hooked up, our electricity hooked up. Next thing we're going to do, walk you around the unit and show you a few other things on the outside. To the left of your potable water is going to be your furnace heat release. If you have your furnace running, steer clear of this, it'll get hot. A low point drain right there that will drain when leaving the campsite. You have a vent for your microwave, your city water connect and power. You also have an outdoor shower and black tank flush. This black tank flush we'll talk about when leaving the campsite. There's your outdoor shower. And there's our black and gray holding tanks and your main low point drain. At the rear of the unit is your cable and TV and satellite hookup. On the back of the unit you do have your spare tire with a cover. This unit is prepped for a Furion backup camera should you decide to purchase one from our store. It's a device that electronically communicates with this part of the unit. It gives you a little piece you can put on your dash and you have a backup camera. You have your ladder, go up there twice a year or more and check your seams, caulk anything that needs caulking, your hot water heater, your huge storage area, your awning with LED lighting. Remember when running your awning out, you're only going to run it out until the flap falls down to 90 degrees and you know you're out far enough. Do you have a cable TV and satellite hookup as well as 110 for a mount that comes with the unit that'll hook right on here for a TV. Same mount will mount in your bedroom. So you just remove the one from your bedroom and bring it outside and watch it. This device here is for holding your door back. You have speakers in the ends of your awning. It's not blasting out the side of your unit, it'll be pointing down toward your campsite. There's your hand cranks, the one for your power tongue jack and your stabilizing jacks, and your big storage through there. I also want to mention, check your battery post when arriving. Make sure everything's connected good in there. And you have a regulator on your propane tanks. Simply point this black piece toward whichever tank you wish to be using. There's a cover for your propane tanks. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's take a look on the inside. Coming inside your unit, as with every unit, this is going to be your fire extinguisher. Make sure that everyone that's camping with you knows where the fire extinguisher is. It's by the entry door. Coming right up the wall, you have your interior and exterior lighting and your awning control. Down here behind your dinette on the floor is your 12 volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mention that's 12 volt is because it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day and you're not hooked up to power, nothing charging your batteries, go ahead and disconnect one of your battery posts to keep this from running your battery down. Coming into your unit here, we'll go right back onto the wall is your thermostat. Simply change the modes, your fan, air conditioning, or heat. As we change your temperature and your fan speeds. RV Technology sound system, AM, FM, Bluetooth, DVD, auxiliary in. Nice system. All set up there for a TV, a 12 volt outlet for a television, and a 110. And a backer on the wall to mount your television on. Your big double bunks. They do have their own USB ports on the beds. Top bunk does, bottom bunk has a 110. One thing I want to mention about your little sink area back here is that you do have plumbing to keep an eye on. Dark there, sorry. Keep an eye on your plumbing just like you would at home. And in the back is your shower and toilet. Again, behind your toilet, a little bit of plumbing to keep an eye on. Up top, you can individually shut these off, but you do have a switch here for your lighting. Up here, hand crank open air vent, exhaust vent. Coming over to your fridge. This is where you're turning your unit on. So if it's white, that's the area we're controlling. So white means we're on the freezer. Over here, the white means we're on the fridge. So if you want to lower the freezer temperature, on the freezer, and we bring it down. Or if we go to the fridge, we're on 3, we bring the fridge up. Up or down. Of course, you want your fridge about 3, your freezer right up at 5, and here's where you shut on and off. Stove, you do have a panel light here. Gas is turned off right now, but normally you just turn to the light switch and then just hit your spark over here, and that'll light your stove up. This glass makes an excellent black splash. You have lighting and a fan. Self-explanatory microwave. Over here is where you have your 110 with GFCI reset. Over here is where you check your tanks and your battery. Here's your water pump. This is where you turn your water pump on if you're using potable water. Here's where you turn your water heater on if you're hooked up to gas. And here's where you turn it on if you're hooked up to electric. Show you no, but I'll show you your sofa here by grabbing the front and just jackknifing down. You now have an extra bedding area. Same thing here. Just remove those poles. Your table will come down and set on these lips here. And then put your back cushions in the middle and you have another bedding area. Do you see? And lastly, in the bedroom, you do have your under bed storage that's accessible from outdoors. That's about everything on the inside. Oh, I didn't mention underneath your fridge here is your access panel to your fuse box. Looks like you have mostly 15s, a couple 40s, a 30. I recommend getting a handful of these and keeping them with you when you go camping. Now let's act like we're leaving our campsite. Secure everything on the inside. Come outside. Bring your steps up. Make sure your door is all the way open so that this lip doesn't catch on it. As you see, it comes close, so you want to make sure it's open. Bring it in slowly. I like to lift it and shake it. Bring it in slowly. Pull on your blue handle, and that's now locked. Close your door. Lift and turn this handle over your door. And then lastly, deadbolt your door. You don't want a horror story of your door coming open going down the road. Now we're going to bring up our stabilizing jacks. We're going to come to the back of the unit. Make sure all of our compartments are locked. And we're going to pull our drain plug for our hot water heater. Drain that water out. You can do this at the campsite. It's just water. It's not going to hurt anything. 2 more places. Both this red and black. Open them up and dump them. And if you're using potable water, this will be your low point drain for that. Got all our water drained. Unhook our water. Put our plug away. Secure everything. Head up to the dump station. At the dump station, you take this hose, comes to your convenience pack, and hook it up to the dump. Then you're going to pull your black handle. After you pulled your black handle and it sounds like it's no longer running, you're going to leave that black handle pulled, and you're going to come right above here, again, with your water pressure regulator. You're going to hook it back up, turn that on. Turn the hose on at the dump station for about 5 minutes. Don't be in a hurry because you want that to spray out your dump station really quickly, or rather thoroughly. So once that's washed out your black holding tank. Shut off your water, unhook it, close your black tank. After you close your black tank, pull your gray tank. Gray tanks will be your cleaner water, your showers, your sinks. That's going to wash your hose out even better for you. And then you take your hose and conveniently store it right here in the bumper. Nice sanitary place for it. Again, we thank you guys for choosing TradeWinds. We hope you enjoy this trailer for many years to come. As we like to say here, happy camping.